going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 18 of our West Ham Career Mode and episode 1 of season 2. We are into the new season, and if you've watched the last episode, you will know that we have a pretty large budget to work with. Now, as for some of you guys' feedback here, and I got a couple things in, one being Jahan Batch. It was a backup winger. We're going to take a look at how everything goes. We're going to go to the squad hub or the transfer hub here, and I've put down a lot of players to look at. We can just scroll on through and you can see a ton of players to look at. There are plenty of players to look at as we hopefully can strengthen the squad a little bit. Now, what we're looking for this year, I believe, another backup striker. We're going to move on Andy Carroll, and we're going to move on Perez. I believe we're going to move Silva on as well. And that'll leave us with 2 strikers. I'd like a third. Antonio is good enough to, or versatile enough to play across the front 3. So he can be backup striker and he can be third choice option all across the front, which is good. We have Sar and Yarmolenko on the right. Felipe Anderson on the left. We're going to bring in another winger just in case. We're going to bring in another right back. We're going to move Fredericks on, and we're going to move Byram on. And at attacking midfielder, we are going to go ahead and look for another attacking midfielder, someone who can grow into that spot. We've got Fernandez here, who we're going to keep around, and he'll be third choice there. And then in midfield, we are Zakaria, Rice, Pape Cech, Wilshere. Noble's not going anywhere. We may want to bring one more in. I'm going to move Sanchez on. He's getting up there in age already. So we'll do that. And then center back, we're going to move, we may move both of them on, or one of them at least, and bring in another one. And then Klosterman is good. Masuaku, we're going to probably move Cresswell on, and then keep hold of Masuaku and bring another left back in. So we've got a lot of work to do, and this episode right here is probably just going to be transfer based. There probably won't be any games. Fabianski will be leaving soon, so we're going to need a backup goalkeeper as well. Fredericks, we're going to add to the transfer list. Byram, transfer list, and we're going to go down and see how this starts to work out. Reed, transfer list. We're going to keep hold of Oxford for the moment. I'm not sure how he grows in this game, so we'll see. We're going to put Ogbonna on too. We're going to need 4 center backs, possibly Reece Oxford being the 5th. So we're going to put both of these up for sale, and if any of them go, we'll just replace them. I'm not in a huge rush to replace these 2, but I don't see them playing a ton. They've been around last year. He's 30 already. Ogbonna is getting up there as well, 31. So we may just want to move them on just to see what we can get for them. Cresswell, I just can't put him ahead of Masuaku, and I just don't want to keep him around if that's going to be the case. Sanchez can move on. Still on loan. You're 22 already, not going to be good enough. Some of these prospects are just not going to be good enough. 23 already. He is going to be here and trained. He looks like he's going to be good. Velasquez as well. At the transfer list. Remove from loan list. And can we add him to transfer list? Yeah, we're going to move on all the younger kids that they put on all of the teams that don't get good enough, unfortunately. We'll put him on loan and see what happens with Tony Martinez. Transfer list. He's 27 already. Transfer list. Perez. Transfer list. Transfer list. So we've got a lot of players on the transfer list. Why? Oh, he's leaving when the window opens already. Okay, so we got a couple players leaving when the window opens as it is. So we're going to skip forward a day or two. We're actually going to go to our training first. Hold on. And get a Gary in here and Velasquez. And Cano looks like he's going to be good too. So we'll put these players in there. Cano will do for attacking. The Gary, he looks like he's going to be really good. Attacking position, why not? We'll switch that up midway through the year, I think, and go to defensive. Want them to be pretty well rounded, these players. Okay, And then we'll move 2 real players into this position. 2 players who are growing still. Ismail Yassar, we can definitely get in here. Why not? He's quick as it is. But we'll work on something else. See if we can get passing. Get passing up. Yeah. And then he'll be really good soon enough. And then Pepe Cech, perhaps? Fernandez? We could do Fernandez. Or we'll do Reece Oxford and see how much he ends up growing, if he does at all. In real life, I believe he's moving, if I remember properly. He just, I think his attitude changed a little bit when he heard that United were a bit interested, and then it just changed a little bit, kind of like Berahino did at Stoke. Heard Tottenham might have been a little bit interested, and then he fell off a cliff, form and ability-wise. I think that's what happened to Reece, just a bit. He wanted to play right now, that sort of thing, and not patient, but it happens to plenty of players. You just can't let that get to you. And which one are we going with right here? One with the most money. And this one seems kind of doable. We can get out of that group, I feel. Fabianski is gone. Carroll gone as well. So we're going to sim forward just a little bit as we wait for transfer budget increase. Transfer offer for Abana from Paris and Reed. Okay, hold on. Are you excited based on the increase the transfer budget by 77? Oh, that's okay. That's our total thing. All right, so Reed here. This is the same offers. 4.2. Okay, so delegate offer 6.8. Let's see what happens there, and then we'll delegate you to a bit higher because I believe you're worth a little bit more. Okay, we'll see what happens here. I'm kind of comfortable with the money for either of those players, and I wanted to see which one would go first when we were talking about it, but they both get offers in straight away, so we'll see what actually happens. Interest shown in Ferland Mendy. Ooh. No, SAR goes nowhere. Let's just turn that off right this second. Reject offer. Okay. I'm not sure who we go for right off the bat. If both of them go, we'll need a center back. There's an offer for Sanchez. I'm willing to let Sanchez go. We'll try and delegate this just a little bit. It doesn't matter. I believe they'll end up taking that. And off he'll go. Sanchez, who's pretty good in FIFA, but he will no doubt continue to decline. And unfortunately, that is a bit of a shame, and we can't do too much about that. Final report come in. Loan offer for Martinez, which is good. We'll see if he grows a little bit. He's 22, 70 overall. We'll see if he grows a little bit out on loan. And an agreement for Ogbonna sale for 7.5 million, which is good. So hopefully, maybe Reed will go too, and we can bring 2 center backs in quick, and then we'll just move on from there. And we'll go forward as we need be. I don't know if I want to bring in a really good center back. We've got 2 decent center backs there, 80s. And Reed is going as well. So we're gonna... Alright, let's go to our center back area here. Our transfers. Let's go ahead and up this first. Do a bit of training. Get everybody rolling in the right direction. Sar is going to be a little bit difficult to grow. We're going to grow him until he's 84 probably. And then we'll get him off and he'll be good for the rest of his career pretty much. Alright, transfer hub. We do need Willem Gabels. I wonder how good he gets. Akanji. 32 million and 40 million. That's going to be tough. Any more center backs we have on the list? We're going to need to look for a few more center backs then. So we only have the one. That's the one position I didn't even think of I put myself in a position where I would only need to possibly bring in one. So I thought about Akanji and put him on the list. And now I'm in a position where I need both. And Sanchez is going to go as well, which is good. I forgot I need to go ahead and accept these offers. I dislike that. If it's just... Okay, so we're about to bring in 14-ish million, a bit more, on the 3 fringe players to go. Center backs needed. We're going to take a look and see if our scouts have come back with anything on center backs. They look like they've come back with a couple things on striker. And a victory over Ajax as well. Antonio with the late winner, which is good. What do we got here? Martinez loaned out. Oh, wow. That is not okay. 2 months for Felipe Anderson. Thankfully, we're in preseason here. But that is still really annoying. 2 months, Felipe Anderson out, bloody preseason games. Not good. Not good at all. This is why we need the extra winger. We have Antonio, but we'd like an extra winger to come in. Interest shown in Barco. Transfer offer for Lucas Perez, which is good. 8.6 million. They've offered 8.2. They can have him at that price. Strange start to the year here. We're gonna go ahead and God, I want those scout reports to come back so we can take a look at what we're really dealing with here. I'm not so sure. There we go. A bunch of them have just come back. That's what we're looking for. And Atletico Madrid have played a release clause of 26.7 million for Balbuena. I am going to let Balbuena go, and I am going to bring in Akanji. That is what's going to happen right here. What I am going to do is turn off offers for Ismail Yassar because they're already kind of getting annoying. Okay, so we're going to let Balbuena go for an extra... if we can get him for 32, which we might not be able to, but if we could get him for 32, that would be £6 million difference between Balbuena and Akanji. And Akanji is much the better player, and he's still growing. So I'm very comfortable with that. Let's see if we can submit an offer of 30. 46. 35, 37. That is, after the 46, I was much more comfortable with what we were going to get here. All right, 37 million, 36.9 million pounds for Akanji. That is a pretty decent deal, I think. 10 million in Balbuena for someone who's better and going to grow. I think I'm incredibly comfortable with that. 5-year deal, much better, loving it. No release clause. His current wage is 50,000. We don't want him to go away. We'll go with signing bonus of 700,000. See if he likes that. 50,000. Oh, he wants the counter. We'll remove the bonus. Submit offer. What does he want it now? 56,000. See, that's fine. Okay, so we only rose his... I'm not sure what Balbuena was on week to week. Even if we may have gotten him cheaper as well. That is a good deal all around, I'm pretty sure. Financial. Balbuena's on 71k. So we lowered the wages by 15,000 a week. and 10 million pounds and Balbuena for a Kanji on 15 million or 15,000 a week under. That is a pretty good deal. I think that is exactly the kind of deal we're looking to make. Kanji, Reed. That is a step up, I feel like. And we were thinking about making a Kanji, making a Kanji the player to bring in right off the bat and have Albuena on the side. But that is a good deal, I feel like. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of some of these and see what we can go ahead and look at in the transfer hub. We're going to need another striker. One that preferably will grow to be better than Arnautovic in the next year or two, because Arnautovic is 31 already, I believe, or 30 at minimum. So let's look at strikers. Mendy is still there. That's good, Johnny. So Maximiliano Gomez, who they've been linked with in real life, 82 already, 22 years of age. Joseph Martinez is kind of like the last option, I feel like. We still got some to come in. Tammy Abraham's a decent one. Between 14 and 20. 22 and 33 for his release clause is at 24 for Simeone. But we'll see how good he gets. And Lautaro Martinez, 29 and 41 million. But Origi, the issue with Origi is that he doesn't really grow. We'll get him out of there. Same with Martinez, but Martinez is already overall wise better, but he doesn't grow. So right now I'm leaning, we'll see what happens, but I'm leaning Lautaro Martinez first, and then we'll see what Simeone and Bolo are like before we move on in that instance. But I'm thinking Martinez, and then we'll see if it's between Simeone and Gomez. Probably leaning Gomez for the realism effect because they've been linked with him a ton. But I think I'm going Martinez first. So a bit of training here. Oxford's moving along decently. The rest are as well. Reed is gone. An offer for Cresswell from Wolves. We thought about Johnny. That's a bit high there. Tournament prize money, we'll take that as well. An extra $2 million in the bank. It's not going too badly. We're gonna have to look for center backs. We should go look for center backs right now, actually, before something happens here. Jordan Hugel is the 27 striker. River Plate, that's an odd bid from them, but came to an agreement at 7.1. I'll take that for Cresswell as well. Another 10 million to come in. Balbuena's gone. 22 million added. Perez, another added. What's our budget like at the moment? Very strange soft season. So we've gained money and bought in a Kanji, which is pretty good. Let's go to this and see what we're looking at center back. Nothing, naturally. What is this from midfield? James Madison. We'll ask for a scouting report on James Madison. We do want another attacking midfielder. Sigurdsson, a bit older. We want one who can grow into Lanzini's spot, because Lanzini doesn't get better. And if a bid ever came in that was absurd, I'd want to move him on, I would think. But we'll have to see how that goes from here. But we are going to go look for another winger once these things come in. God, we are running through this preseason tournament. Of course, we lost Martinez, or Felipe Anderson, but Marcus Brown set to go. 1 million, 1.5 million. That's good. Yarmolenko rejected. Yarmolenko goes nowhere. He played surprisingly well for his physical limitations when it comes to what you really kind of want in a winger. He's not the quickest, but he is quite big, strong, can finish enough. So we'll see. Transfer offer for Yarmolenko. Transfer offer for Fredericks is one we're looking for. Fredericks, we can get 6.8. We'll try that and reject another offer for Yarmolenko. If I get another one, we'll have to turn that one off as well on block offers. Okay, so let's go to the transfer hub. Let's see what we're looking at here. Malcolm. See, the thing about Malcolm is that he's been linked with other giant clubs, but this is one of those things that if it sits another year in real life where he doesn't play really for Barcelona, then West Ham's kind of stature would come into it, I feel like. Ferland Mendy. Oh, he went to Bayern. Damn. Bahia? I can't even approach to buy. Did he just go? That's an odd one. Oh. Alright, we'll remove him. Alright, so let's look at a couple of positions here. We got left back. Angelino. Spanish. PSV 17 and 25. See. Hmm. 35 million release clause. That is really annoying. I think we're gonna go Angelino. I'm kind of disappointed in this Simeone one. Alright, so what we're gonna go for a couple of people right here. So I think we're gonna go for Martinez. And then I think we're gonna go for Martinez right now. And then Van de Beek. I saw him play the other day for Ajax. I thought he was the best player on the park when they played Tottenham. Kone, part of that really good young forward line over at Lille. Danny Olmo gets really good too, I feel. 18 to 24. Alright, well, we'll start right here. Let's go to see if we can get Angelino. We're going to start offering at 15. They wanted between 17 and 26. We'll start at 15, why not? Not a world away. 24. Pro's new transfer fee. What did we offer? 15? About 18 million. Ah. 21. What about 24? Okay, 21's alright. Don't have an issue with 21. Negotiate a new starting left back. Cresswell gone for 7.5. That's not too bad. 14 to get a new left back in. I'm comfortable with that. And he wants to be here for 5 years. That's good. No release clause. His wage is currently at 14. Now, see what happened here once is that I completely messed that up. The issue with them coming in, see, this is what they always want. Counter, remove bonus, submit offer. They always want a huge jump, so when you don't jump from smaller leagues like that, they just walk out. 51,000. I'm not too worried wage-wise most of the time. Okay, so we got our left back in. So we can get rid of Tierney and Johnny. Now we can look at another winger, another cam. I'm leaning Dani Olmo. Or actually, no, we're gonna go Van de Beek, weren't we? Ugh. That's a tough one. We'll go for Martinez though first. 29 and 41 million. He's gonna be really good, Martinez. And we're gonna have to decide between Dani Olmo and Van de Beek. I'm thinking Dani Olmo. I really am. I think Van de Beek's better, but Dani Olmo looks like he's gonna be really good. 29 million. 45. Not what I wanted to see. Let's try 33. 45. Okay. 38. This is a lot of money, but he can probably come in right now. Him and Arnautovic are definitely going to share time, but Arnautovic, I feel, is entering his final year or two at the club. With his age, and in real life, it's been a bit of a pain. So we'll have to see. He wants to be crucial too. So maybe Martinez comes right in and starts. He's still only 21. He's currently on 58,000 a week. Okay, he was all happy with that, which is good. Okay, so let's go take a look at the team really quickly. So we've got Martinez here. Get Hugo out. Where's Martinez gone? There he is. Angelino can come in. Got a Fredericks. Okay, so we bought a Kanji, Angelino, Martinez. Midfield, we're going to bring one more midfielder in, I think, and then the winger. And we still need 2 center backs and a backup goalkeeper. Right? Yes. Yes, we have our third position cam. Another midfielder would be good. One of the midfielders we were looking for, either McKennie or Benacer, the former Arsenal player. What are we looking at budget-wise? 88 million still. Well, a bit less with the budget, or with the wage. That's still a lot of money. We still have a lot of money. Transfer hub. My hair out of my face. Okay, so we want one of these two. McKennie's better, can play more positions, comfortable. Pepe. I want someone who can grow into this winger spot, so I don't think Pepe is a decent option. Yeah, and Batch is a decent option as well. We are going to go for Dani Olmo. I've made up my mind here, though. I'm thinking about Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo, boy. What did they want? 15 to 21? That's not bad. We'll start at 15. 20. That's not even that bad. They can have that sell-on clause. Why not? 18.7 million for Dani Olmo is pretty good, and he's going to grow into that position as well over the next year or two. What is he on wage-wise? Doesn't say, does it? It'll say in here. But coming from Leon, not bad. I think this is a good deal. I think all of our deals have been good deals considering what has happened. Considering Balbuena was bought out. I'll try a rotation, see if he's comfortable with that. Okay, important. Balbuena leaving. We paid 10 million and Balbuena for Akanji. I think that's a really good deal. We got a new left back in, so 13 million in Cresswell for a starting left back. I think, is a really good deal as well. I don't mind these high signing bonuses because we have money for that. Okay. And Danny Olmo's into the club. I want a regular midfielder, one of these two, and another winger. Onyekuru, David Neres, Onyekuru. They're both 5'9", which preferred foot right. That may just be the deciding factor here. But he can play all over the place, David Neres. I think we're going to go with Onyekuru. Onyekuru, Felipe Anderson's going to be here a couple of years. It'll take a little bit more for Onyekuru to grow. His physicals and his pace give him a little bit of an extra edge coming off the bench, I feel like. And that would be a nice addition because Felipe Anderson's not going anywhere. I didn't think they'd keep up here. Okay, 17 million for Onyekuru. I wouldn't pay that in real life, but for FIFA Onyekuru, that's a good deal. It's probably a bit much come real life. This episode's getting a bit longer, but we're okay with that. And he only wants rotation. That's the kind of thing we like to see. The wages are a bit much because he is from Everton, and they already like to pay out Premier League wages. He only wants 50,000 a week. I'm just gonna accept that straight up. Takes a £20,000 a week pay cut to join. That's good. So we have our cam, our winger. All we need is one of these two. We're gonna go for McKennie. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for McKennie. And then we'll be done with this episode, I feel like. I'll get some center backs on the list and we can get a center back or two, a couple kids who are gonna grow, or we also need some backup goalkeepers as well. Or a backup goalkeeper. Don't need more backup goalkeepers. This is fine. 12 million also. We have done good, I feel like. We have definitely done pretty well. We have done good. Done good. These transfer dealings, I think, are really nice. We've bought in some quality players. Look, he only wants rotation. Look at this guy. Players who are going to grow into starting roles, hopefully, in their positions eventually. This one's going to be a little bit difficult coming from Schalke. Not sure what he's going to want. Okay, 30,000 a week, not bad. And we're good. I think we can get rid of most of these, which is good. And Bolo, it's a strange one. Benaker, it's not growing for my liking. We'll keep hold of these on here. Kone, should have kept him on here. Thiago Maia. Pepe's just a bit up there. It's not going to grow. That's more of a starting kind of thing. Okay, we've done good. What I'm going to do next episode is get some backup center backs on the list. We've got 26 million still to spend, as well as a backup goalkeeper. I think we can bring in those three positions with the money we still have. We're going to take a look at our line. We've grown a ton over this window. A ton. We have the money to really get rolling here. Get Cresswell out because he's gone. And then McKennie. Danny Olmo as well. Bring Danny Olmo onto the bench. McKennie can stay there for now. But look at that. Bench is really good. And the starting lineup is good as well. Really, really good stuff. We bought two players straight into the lineup. Possibly three with Lautaro Martinez. Sar's going to go over there for Felipe Anderson to come this way. We have just done really, really well the last 2 windows, this window especially. Spent our money wisely, got depth, but also quality at the same time, which is amazing stuff. But we're also going to move him on before we go here. I'm just going to let this go. We're going to need a backup right back as well, now I'm thinking about it. But I'll go look for those. But for now, guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope you folks have enjoyed a little transfer special, it seems. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.